littering, dropping papers through the window I mean, small things like that. You don't find that in Rwanda. You know, if you go to, it's a very clean country. And other countries as well. Singapore has also perfected the art of ensuring that we're disciplined enough in the very little things. How do you do that? People have to learn to serve their country and also know what it means to pick up that paper so that you have a culture within you of ensuring that you're making work easier for the other person. So the cleanup exercise, for example, in the slum upgrading program is just 10% of even what they do in the national service. So in the national service, there are many other activities. Slum upgrading is just one thing. The reason why it has a lot of focus, maybe it's because it's Kebara, and maybe because it has, we've done it in a huge way and at once. But it's just one activity amongst like 7 others. There's going to be, and there is ongoing, water pan and dam construction, for example. There's road construction. There is vector control for malaria and tsetse flies. There is centers that will be dealing with, working with drug rehabilitation for the youth in certain areas. We are also working to build dikes. We have soup kitchens in areas where either there is hunger or drought, and we need to support maybe school-going children. So there's quite a number of programs. There is going to be traffic marshals. I'm sure you know that. Yes. We've announced that there's going to be provision of security. So slum upgrading is just one of the activities that you engage the youth. And after they've done that, by the way, they only do it for about four months, and then now they go back to class. Okay. And when they go to class, they're in class for 2 years, 3 years, depending on your course. If you're doing engineering, 3 years. If you're doing tailoring, 8 months. If you're doing security or agriculture services, depending on how long your course is. So the National Youth Service is a training institution as well. So they only do 4 months of service and then go to class. Yeah,
because one would argue, especially for the target group, which is the youth, most of them would be perhaps averse to KYM kind of work. They want the technology, they want these things that are very easy, fast, you know, generation it has been described. So do you think in the long run this will work and still continue to appeal to the young people in terms of getting involved and doing these various activities you've highlighted?
I think, in my view, it's working. We just finished recruiting the youth this month, the new cohorts. We increased the numbers from about 2,000 previously to now 10,000. And we got the 10,000. In fact, we can't meet the demand that we have. So is there going to be an interest? Certainly there's going to be an interest, because this is a 4 months period and another 4 months, 8 months of paramilitary and the national service. After that, the government educates you for free. And trains you, and in the process of doing that also works very hard to ensure you're placed after that. So I think it's a small price to pay, if you ask me. And also serving not just the need of the youth, but also the national service.
The advert that ran appeared to be perhaps appealing more to the youth in Nairobi. Is it having the same impact to the others in other regions in the country?
It has, actually. You would be amazed. The youth have a common language. I'm sure you know that. When we were doing, designing what kind of advert would you put out there, we actually looked at what it is that influences the youth. For example, the kind of music that they listen to is similar, regardless of whether you're urban or you're rural. They have a certain language that they speak.
There's a common thread.
And there are certain things that appeal to them. And in our view, the only thing is that maybe the viewership was not completely national, but where it was not, we tried as much as possible to reach through radio and to also reach through other media, such as the newspaper, the print media, and then also word of mouth and using the communities as well.